DeLaHayeTV and TMS magazine. We're here today with the Heavytrackerz. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're all good.
We're good. So I think we'll start off with how did you guys meet?
We're from the same area, yeah. So like I knew of them already, but when they had a studio in the area, and a couple of my family members went to the studio, I just went down with them a couple of times and I got to know the lads from there. Really, yeah.
We're actually a trio. Tank's not in today. He's too busy in the studio, so he couldn't make it. But yeah, so it was just me and Tank, and Tank introduced me to Raz a few years back. I actually listened to some of his stuff, and I thought he was Tank, and he was like, "No, it's this new kid. You got to hear him." And yeah, that's how it happened, really.
So why did you decide to pursue careers as a collective rather than solo artists?
When we got together, we would still do individual work. It would be like Rasai, the Heavytracker, T-Dot, the Heavytracker, Tank, the Heavytracker. Yeah. But we thought, really, it's a bit of a waste. It's like if we just done it under one umbrella, it's like all the traffic goes to the same place. Yeah. So from there, we thought it just makes sense to do it all as one. Yeah.
Because we were covering like a bunch of different genres. And but yeah, it would be me, it would be Tank, so that the Heavytrackerz were less known than the actual members. So we was like, no, like scrap all of that, let's just start again. And like instead of T-Dot the Heavytracker or Rasai the Heavytracker, it's just the Heavytrackerz. And yeah, that made things a lot more easier. So there's one Twitter, there's one phone number, there's one email account, rather than chasing every single one of us around. It just made things a lot more easier.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on your current position in the scene, and where do you see yourself in, say, 5 years' time?
My current thoughts on the position I'm in the scene is like, I've always been a fan of grime. I've grown up on it, and like I'm privileged to be part of it. But being grown now as a musician, as a man, and what I want, it's like this is just the beginning. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more work to do done. There's a lot more stuff to achieve. So it's just it's a stepping stone.
Yeah, I think like it took us a good 10 years to get where we are, and it feels nice to feel like we're sitting on top of everything in terms of grime or whatever, especially this year, the bunch of stuff that came out, like the mobile stuff, the number 13 with German Whip, blah 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 blah, and it's just adding to it. And 5 years for us, it's because I think everyone thinks we only do grime, so 5 years time, I think America is only the only logical step, to be honest. And that's the aim. I mean, we've already started doing remixes for a bunch of other people over there that you guys may not hear over here, but it's cool. I think that's what makes the Heavytrackerz as well. We can't just be bait in everything. Like, not everything is gonna be, the Heavytrackerz. Like, we're doing stuff like adverts and people don't know, for example. So which is cool. Like, and you won't know, but it doesn't matter because you still get paid for it.
It's still something new, like it's still like a something you can tick off.
Yeah, like doing placements in adverts, for example. That's another good thing, and it's not necessarily radio. There's TV, there's radio. There's too many outlets to just be on radio or to just make a single. You don't always have to make a single,
So German Whip is probably one of the catchiest songs of this year, let's be honest. So when you started it, has it changed from what you wanted it to be?
To be honest, when we originally made it, it wasn't to be, not like it wasn't to be something, it was just instrumental. It's like just what we do a lot of the time is we go for a period where we just try and knock out instrumentals as many as we can, just to have a power there if anything was to come up and we need beats. That was one of them beats, and Dan hollered us, first time he ever hollered us, asked for instrumental, gave him that tune. It was called Anthrax, I think, at the time.
It was, weirdly. It's still there as that name. Like, sometimes I play it and I'm like, oh snap, it's German Whip. But it was called something else. He done really good with it, and the response was crazy. Like, I caught on really late. I was just like, okay, it's just a phase, and it wasn't a phase.
stuck.
Yeah, and then it hit the chart, and it was like, and I woke up. I remember it was a Sunday.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man.
I'm 13.
Number 13. Like it's weird because we were like making music. I was making music in my bedroom when I was 18, and like using Reason with no speakers and things like that. And then next minute it's on the chart, and like now with Stormzy at the mobiles, it's like, all right,
Stormzy and Jules Holland.
Yeah, it's like, dude, our music's being played on Jules Holland. Like I used to watch that.
I told my mum I got Gene played on Jules Holland. She said, "What?"
Yeah, like with same thing with German Whip. It's getting played on Sky Sports, Soccer AM, whatnot. And then before that, we had the Mario Balotelli "Why It Was Me" being played on Match of the Day. So it's like, man, bedroom
Surprises.
Match of the Day. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So Old Habits, it's a big release. So run us through the process of how you guys go about making a beat. Like, how do you start off and stuff?
Right, the process. There's so many.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
like,
crazy. I've got this one actually. I've got this one.
Go.
It's crazy because our studio is, we've got an upstairs and a downstairs. There's 3 of us, so obviously you need at least 3 rooms. And there's a bunch because the Heavytrackerz is actually a bigger team, like rather than just us 3. So you've got people going up and down, in and out, and everything. So I'll be making up music downstairs, and you can hear it upstairs. And people are going left and right. Like I'll come down here, sound. Tank will be making something else. I'll be like, yeah, add this. We'll swap. Like it's just a mess. Like it's literally a mess of
beautiful mess.
Whatever. And then with Old Habits, at the time before getting signed, Universal sent over Tanisha Jackson as a trial. She's a writer, and she was just gonna put down some stuff with us, done the instrumental, played it to her. She's done her thing. Then we was like, yeah, we're really happy with this one. And then she was like, actually guys, I'm just a writer, I don't want to be on it, kind of thing. Like, so it was like, okay, now we've got to find we need to find a singer. Yeah, like literally that All the Habits was done in March, and it took us a good 3 months until we found Yana, and she done the vocals, and they're stuck and we're like happy with it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna shoot a video for this one, don't care what people think. Like they probably think we only do grime, we're gonna do our own thing. And at the same time, like now we've got a tune with P Money, which again is another grime song. But it's like, yeah, it's whatever. Like, because when you wake up in the morning, you don't necessarily put 140 tempo before you make a beat. You've got a melody in your head, and you just get on with it. Like if it's 140, fine. If it's not, fine.
Yeah. So how did the track come about with P Money? How did you get to work with him?
Yeah, that one's a good story as well.
I've known P for years through like family members and all of that. But at the time, Lord on the Mics was happening. Lord on the Mics is next door to us.
Yeah, so, Jammers next door.
Yeah, so
our studio.
We interact with them, like the family and all that. So we see all the artists that goes in and out. So
wait, unless you didn't know, Rasa is Jammer's cousin.
It's my cousin, yeah.
So he just makes things a lot more easier. Yeah, well, we didn't know before we recruited him. He just happened to be his cousin. Like, yeah.
But yeah, so we mix a lot with everyone that's there. So, and German Rit's popping off. P Money's still a big artist. Doing Lord of the Mics, Big H, all of that. And it was only a matter of time before he actually worked on something. We always spoke about it. Yeah, we got to get some work done. Came over one. Was it on that? I can't remember.
Yeah, and it's actually funny because that song, we decided to have 2 singles. We decided to have Old Habits and Originators, and then we went 50-50 with P because obviously he's got his album coming out and everything. And in the end, we just went, you know what, have it, because we're all over the chorus. Like literally, he says our name like every 10 seconds. Yeah. And then now we've got the remix coming out, and we'll be like, you know what, P, you have that one. We'll put the remix under our name, but it's still the same thing. Like we've got so many people on the remix as well.
Even in the video, the video is recorded at our studio.
Yeah, it's actually downstairs. Actually, both rooms, upstairs and downstairs. Everything is all done outside our studio, downstairs, upstairs. The studio is ours.
All the
party
t-shirts
place.
Say Heavytrackerz.
Yeah, I've got the mask on. Oh, was I supposed to say that?
Yeah,
but whoever's got the mask on, I wonder who that is. But yeah, Captain Hindsight. Got a mask on. We've got everyone there. We've got the girls with the chains, blah blah blah. So it was literally in house. Like he came to us, we made something, and I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna push him because I think his next single was supposed to be ours as well. But yeah, there you go, P. But yeah. So it just turned out good. It was a fun day. We shot over 2 days, and it was fun. And I mean, you see the video, like it's just fun. We had fun. We played that tune about 1 million times. I got tired of it in the end. But yeah.
So what are you currently working on at the moment, and can we expect any new releases in the near future?
Just coming off of Originators, the remix.
Yeah.
Mobile with Not That Deep with Stormzy.
Remix
done.
with Stormzy.
German Whip done.
We've got another one with Stormzy. We've got one with Wiley.
Oh yeah, Wiley's album's I don't even know why I'm plugging. Wiley's album's coming out on Sunday.
Well, it's not say Sunday. We don't know what day.
Yeah, it is coming out on Sunday, but Wiley's Wiley, so you can change the date whenever. But we've got a song on it as well, and I'm not too sure, but he was gonna do a single for it or no. But anyway, we've got a song on his album, so that's the next thing. January's booked up. We've got Michael Payne and Rizzo Cakes, so that's gonna be super. Again, that's another branch of people. Like literally, we're trying to steal Rizzo Cake fans. Trying to get everyone to wear masks, like little Jimmy in his house with Heavytrackerz mask. Mum like, why are you wearing this? But like little things like that, you know, like branching out. Because Michael Payne, again, that's another thing. Rizzo Kicks, that's another. It's not necessarily grime, and
Lazy.
Yeah, we've got stuff with Lazy from Boy Better Know, which you guys have never heard. Don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Yeah, we are, right? I don't know if you've ever heard Lazy sing, but it's all singing. Like it's not even a grime album. It's music. He's literally gonna sing throughout the whole thing. We've got remixes in the US with Mystery Skulls, Nia Rogers. Got another one with Mystery Skulls and Brandy. Man,
List is long.
There's one we're doing now, but we can't tell because we've got a deadline, and if we miss that deadline, it's not gonna happen.
The whole reason Tank's not here
is because he's doing that, and we've got a deadline for that. But that's again massive artists in the US. And I think the next natural step is just shifting over there while we're still, you know, it's just expanding really. Like it's not like, oh yeah, we're leaving the UK kind of thing, but it's just expanding. We've got too much house stuff and Loy Kesian, if I said his name right.
Let me guess him, yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
The older Boy Better Know. Gets.
Oh yeah, Gets. Doing a remix to his single as well. He's got a new single called Fire Burning. I think doing a remix.
There's hundreds of tunes.
Dude, there's too much. You might run out of film. Literally. So but I think.
Of course, our own single work. We mentioned nothing.
Well, we don't even know what our next single is. We're still waiting on Tiny Tempo. I keep emailing him. No, I'm joking. But we've sent, like, how we work as well. Like, if we've got something, we just send out stuff. Like literally, like yesterday at Red Bull, Leaf was asking for stuff. So we literally pitch music that we feel is really good, and then before you know it, we're booked up for 6 months. Like that's just how it works, and it's been that kind of a roller coaster for the past year. So yeah.
So did you attend Red Bull Culture Clash?
Yeah, I couldn't.
I still got my band on the camera.
Yeah. He didn't sleep. Rock and roller. This is like Mick Jagger's son here. He trashed the hotel room, then paid for the cab, came through. I was like, Ras, let's go. 2 shots of tequila, he's there.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on it? Was it a good event?
I got bumped, man. Boy Better Know won. I got bumped, man.
No, I think it was good, man. I think Rebel Sound, yeah, man.
No, they don't
Rebel Sound done good.
I just got plug
BBK, obviously that's family, so like we was rooting for BBK, but again, that shows the levels. Like in England, grime is not number one. Like drum and bass is supposed to win. Check out what I mean. Or hip hop is supposed to win or whatever. But then
he's meant to win by a long shot. But
but then you've got grime, and then everyone's still hyping up. Check out what I mean. And it's like it's crazy.
Yeah. Like you know what? Yeah, it was like I'll be honest. Congratulations to Rebel Sound. Like the way it was set up. You had Chaser Status, the biggest producers in this country for years. Yeah. You had Shy FX, classics, like they've classics. Then you got David Rodigan.
Wait. You got Sir Trevor McDonald.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just leave it as that. News. And you got Emily Sunday swearing. Like, are you nuts? I was on Twitter. Like, no, she didn't. Oh yeah, she did. Like she did.
Mathematically, they have to win. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're supposed to win. And I don't know how much they paid for those dubs. Like at one point they had Rihanna. Like,
but exactly, but Grime, we had everyone was in house, and we actually like Boy Better Know. They actually competed to the point where even if they did win, it wouldn't have been a shock because they put on such a great performance. Do you know what I'm saying? And it shows how great the
scene is. Like we had Crepton Conan, Newham Jens, Heavytrackerz, Boy Better Know. Who else was there? D-Power, White.
There was Fecky. There was Dan was meant to come. Shout out Dan.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing because they couldn't play German Whip because Dan was booked. He was in Sheffield.
Yeah,
but I think if they played German Whip at that time, shut down.
Yeah, Lethal.
Yeah.
Slaughtered it. But I can't lie,
it was good.
Apart from that phone call saying you're number 13 and the Vic Mentor remix and Stormzy, that's probably my best night this year.
Yeah. I was at home doing this remix. That might not go through because we're running late.
So what about the MOBO Awards? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Dan went. Our Dan went. He's not here again. Everyone keeps missing. But yeah, Dan went. He went with BBK. That was pretty cool. Again, we had in the Gram categories. We had so many songs. We had best song for Dan as well in Merida Dan for German Whip, and in the end, Stormzy had it. It's all good. Like it's still our music. It's still our instrumental. I couldn't pick.
I was so happy for him. Like
I couldn't pick because like I'm good friends with Nasty. Again, I'm good like with everyone. So I couldn't pick out Dan, Storms. We're good friends with Gets. Like we just watched basically, and as long as one of our songs came through,
with us cool. When watching that grand category, we couldn't lose. Not as we couldn't like if anyone won.
We had a song there. We had a song in everything, so it didn't matter.
But yeah, it was good to see Dan perform German Whip, Fecky, everyone doing their thing. Shows the UK scenes at a healthy stage right now. Yeah.
So away from recording and all the music stuff, what do you guys do to chill out?
Arsenal FC.
Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, football in general.
It's just football and then just more music. Like if we're not chilling talking about music, we're playing football online or talking about music and probably talking about music.
Oh, I might sleep there on it.
Like Ras is the sound engineer for us, so he records most of the people. I come in, make music and talk about music. That's it really. There is nothing else. Just banter and music.
Banter is a key thing in studio.
That's all you're doing. Like if you're stuck with people for 8, 6, 7, 8 hours, you can only banter. Like that's all you can do. So it's just jokes, takeaways, and more football related stuff. Really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Jokes, takeaways.
A few words that hip hop vines here and there, but that's about it. It's just music, man. It's just literally. Yeah.
So is there any exclusive news you can give us? It doesn't have to be related to music. I'll make that clear. It can be something funny that's happened to you in the past that no one else knows about.
I fell off stage yesterday.
Oh, you fell off stage yesterday? Literally, you fell off stage.
No one saw it,
but luckily the cameras went on. Like, it showed me this guy's bruised up and everything. Because I think Boy Better Know was next to Stone Love, but there's a massive gap, right? And this guy...
we just performed. I was going crazy, had the Boy Better Know fag. Like, time of my life. And then the countdown went, and it switched stage. And I thought, alright, cool. I need to get a drink. And I'll step back, and there's a gap between the speaker and the stage. Everyone just turned around, and I just disappeared between the gap. And I looked around, and I saw one person saw me. I think it's Predator. And I said, shh, don't tell nobody. Got up quickly. So, yeah, I'm happy I've gone through that stage now. Like, I don't want to be performing German Whip to 100,000 people and fall off stage. I'd rather do it at a culture clash where no one sees me. So
that's it. Yeah. Apart from that, the funniest thing I could tell you guys is 2 words: Big Nasty. Dude's funny. I don't know if you guys ever had the chance to meet him or interview him. It is funny. Like, man, the stuff he comes out with is like it's twisted. There's something wrong with him. But
it scares me a lot.
But yeah, he's like probably one of the funniest guys we work with constantly. Like he'll randomly call you and talk about anything but music. Like it's just weird like that. He'll tell you what he had for breakfast. But yeah, that's about it.
Maybe a very long list.
Yeah, that's about it really. Really cool guy.
Alright, sweet. Well, cheers for the interview, guys.
No worries.